Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom Quigley, bringing the latest tips, tricks and techniques for your contemporary painting and drawing needs. And welcome back to another video. I hope everyone is well and safe at home. I can't believe it's the end of the week, or the working week should I say. Though at the moment I don't know how many people are working in their normal situation. The weather has definitely changed. It's not brilliant and sunny at the moment. So yeah, we're all back and stuck inside in the cold UK weather. This video I'm really excited about to show you. It's based on 2-point perspective. Now, I did do a video a few weeks ago on 1-point perspective, which had one vanishing point. This one's very, very similar. It's just a little bit more advanced. And also, you're able to do something a little bit different and a little bit more fun and enjoyable and a little bit more technical also. So if you're interested in perspective, then this one's going to be the video for you. So I'm going to get all my things sorted and then I'm going to talk about perspective. See you in a minute. So what's going to be the layout of this video? I'm going to show you a series of activities or exercises, looking at different aspects of 2-point perspective, looking at shapes, cutouts. They could be examples of windows or doors. And then also maybe thinking about looking at arches as well, which is a little bit more technical. So what you will need, you'll need a piece of paper. We're just going to keep it really simple. So just a piece of paper, a sharp pencil and a ruler. You will need those three things. During the course of the video, I will be putting snips in from other techniques and processes that might help you. Good for differentiation for some students who find it particularly difficult, or you yourself, you might want to think of other ways or methods that would help with your perspective. You might need a few other materials within that one, but I should explain it as the video progresses. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to discuss and narrate my way through it, and you can just follow it. So, see you in a minute. Okay, so we're on the first one. The first thing that I'd like to do is a horizon line and then a vertical line. Now you can decide wherever you want to do this. You're going to just be putting it on the actual horizon line. I've decided here, and then I'm going to connect the vanishing points to the top and the bottom of that line. And so you end up with a diamond shaped. Then what you'll need to do is determine the width and the length of your box by putting another vertical line on that side and then another one on the left hand side. Now you can see a box with two sides on it. Now the thing that I want you to do and master now is a transparent box. You'll need to, at the top of those vertical and bottom of the vertical lines, is put them to the vanishing point, which you'll see me do now. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then they've done the last one already. Now what you'll find is that where those two lines cross, you're going to put another vertical line, which is the back of the box, and then you've already got the bottom of the box as well. I'm just using the lines there just to thicken them out so you can see the transparent box, and there I've outlined it in pen. You'll be using this skill quite often in this task, so you've got to master how to do a transparent box. Now the next one, what I'm going to do is exactly the same, but I'm going to do it above the horizon line. So first of all, join the top and the bottom of that vertical line to the vanishing points, put your two vertical lines in, and then at the bottom, what I'm circling now, those are the ones that are going towards the vanishing points, okay? So you must only put them to the opposite vanishing point. Once you've done that, you should see that you've got the underside of the box as well. So you've got a three-sided shape now of the cube that you can see. I'm not going to do a transparent one on there, but you can see I've added another box to it. So have a go at doing two boxes together. Now this particular one that I'm going to do is below the horizon line. I'm just doing a time lapse just so you can see it really quickly. I've added another one on there, just make it a little bit more technical. So try and challenge yourself by adding more boxes together. Now what I want to discuss now is basically that in the first one, we discussed that you can do a circle inside a box. Now, by doing these crossed lines and a vertical and horizontal, you should be able to do it. You'll need to know this if you want to do cylinders or cones for that matter, which we are going to show you now. So first of all, draw a box like you would normally do. And then at the top of the box and the bottom, I'm going to draw those lines. So if you can see what I'm doing now, it's exactly the same. It's just on the left hand side of the screen. You can see that circle with those diagonal lines and vertical, horizontal. I'm doing that on mine. I'm going to do that at the bottom, and then I'm going to do it at the top. Now, once I've done this, I want to try and create the circle. Now, it's not going to be a perfect circle. It's almost going to be an oval shaped. Please take your time doing this. It is quite difficult. You want to try and get it as smooth as possible. Now, you're going to do it at the top. Again, it's very, very shallow. So the ellipse of the circle is going to be shallow also. Once you've done that and you've mastered it and you've rubbed out and refined it, then you can rub out all the other lines and then just refine it even further until you have your cylinder. And there you go, you've created a cylinder out of a box. Now there's other things that you can do in this one, which is a cone. So I've just put a dot here at the top of the cylinder. I'm going to connect 2 lines to it. Basically to create a cone. Really simple from a cylinder to a cone. So if you mastered able to do the cylinder, you should be able to do the cone, no problem. Now what I'm going to do now is just add a few details and almost mimic it as a spire or a roof of a spire. And then also put a window in there with some tiles, just to show that you can do some simple shapes and then adapt them afterwards. Now another shape that I'm going to have a go doing is a pyramid. Now I've really done this really rough. It was only to show you very quickly. But you can see there, put an arrow there for the dot in the middle. And then also it's the only difference at the bottom is that you'd have a square at the bottom rather than being curved like the cone. Very, very simple shape to do in perspective. So yeah, have a go at doing that. And that could be quite nice for the top of a building also. So the next one that we're going to have a look at is gradients. Now in this one, just want to do exactly the same thing, put 2 vanishing points and make a transparent box. Now the difference thing that's going to be on here is that I'm going to add another line, which I'm going to do in a second. There, that one there. Now that line, I'm going to directly go from the top and make a curved edge. Can you see I'm making that curved line? I'm going to do it on that side of the box, but also on the other side. And so we've almost got a slope. And so it's not the conventional cube anymore. It's an altered image on that one. So that's quite a good one to have a go doing. And this one's very similar as well, but instead of a curved one, I'm just doing a diagonal line from corner to corner. And this one's going to look like a slab of cheese. I do apologise with the angle of this image. It's quite difficult to see. But hopefully you can understand how to do it. So very, very simple, going from a cube. You're almost cutting it diagonally in half. Now this one that I'm going to show you, again, very, very similar to the last one, just a curved one. It's also above the horizon line. So have a play around with doing things above the horizon line, below it. It is going to take a bit of practice to master, but you will succeed with it the more you try it on that one. So that was quite a nice one on there. The final thing that I'm going to show you just on this section is a multiple of buildings. So we're going to have a look at windows, doors, and some roofs as well. So the first thing I'm going to do, just put some simple boxes in there. This one is a door that I've had a go at doing there. All you do is 2 vertical lines, and then show you going inside the door, you go from the corner to the vanishing point. Which is relatively simple. I'm not going to do any more details like doors themselves. This one's a window. We do 2 lines to the horizon line, the top and the bottom, and then the 2 vertical lines. And then to make it a little bit more fancy, I'm actually going to put a window pane there as well. So duplicate those lines, top and the bottom, and then the 2 side ones. Going to put one in the middle, and then connect them together. So very, very simple, and you can do whichever design you so wish. So the next one, quite difficult, but I'm going to draw almost like a barn. Now I've just put that circle up there with those crosses because you're going to be coming in useful. I've just put that centre line in there. That's going to be for the top of the roof. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not going too quickly. And then I'm going to connect the 2 lines to it. Now once you've done that, you need to do the back of the box. Now you've done a transparent box before, so you just need to create the back of the box. Put those lines in again, and then use that centre line and then draw it up to the line that's going to the horizon line. That'll be the edge of the roof. You'll see what I'm doing now, and then connecting it to it. So relatively easy. Once you get it, it's easy to master on there. And I'm just going to refine it even further and rub out all the lines. Now this one, fantastic technique that I saw myself on YouTube, using some elastic bands. Now I've only got some tiny ones. It's best if you get some larger ones. I had to actually connect some of mine together, which was a little bit tricky. So just tie it underneath the piece of paper, put some masking tape or some duct tape to keep it down, and then hook on your paper clip, and then instantly you have got your horizon lines. There's no need for using a ruler or measuring. Obviously the vertical lines, you need to get them as straight as possible, but if you want to get some perspective drawing really quickly, then you're able to do that. So I'm just going to do it really quickly here, speed through it so you can see the results. So yeah, give this one a try if you are struggling with using the ruler. Sometimes I know it can be time consuming. So back to it. Now this is what I'm going to do now, is do a multiple of lines from the vanishing point, and then we're going to have a go at doing some steps or stairs. Now this is quite tricky, but remember it's either vertical lines or to a vanishing point. So I'll put a vanishing point line in there on for the flat side of the step. Then you put the vertical ones in there. As you can see, I'm doing that one now. And then it's back doing the horizontal one. So it's almost like a series of back and forth, vertical, horizontal line. And then you'll see the steps come into life. And I thought that was quite a nice one. Very rewarding, very quickly. And yeah, so have a go at doing that one. That should make your architecturals look quite cool. Well, that's it guys on the tutorial on 2-point perspective. Hopefully it was useful. Hopefully you've gained some confidence using perspectives. I know it's a big transition going from 1-point perspective into 2-point, but what you've just got to remember is those vertical lines stay straight and any leading lines always go to a vanishing point. You've just got to be aware which vanishing point it's actually going to. So keep on practicing, it will come in the end. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a time lapse like I always do. Hopefully use some of these skills and inspire you to do your own piece. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Comments are always welcome. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and tap that notification bell so you know when I'm next uploading. Until next time, guys, see you later. Bye.